we are going to do our shared reading together.
I'm sorry,
today.
that's in room 34 in the music room.
Okay. All right. Rewind. Everybody breathe. So my name's Mrs. Page. That's kind of what you need to know. And I'm your guest teacher. Somebody asked me what grade do I teach. I said, right now I'm a 4th grade teacher, but I really was a 4th grade teacher for a lot of years back in Texas. That was my very first year to teach, and I spent a lot of, So, I feel really good getting to come work with 4th grade kids. And so just like you talk with your teacher and you share information with your teacher, I want you to be willing to do that with me today. And you'll notice I brought some people with me, your teacher, and some other people from your building, and then another lady who works in another building. And so when you share ideas, if you could just talk loud, not screaming, but loud enough so these people can hear, especially because this machine makes a little noise, that will be really helpful, okay? So I know that you come together, and I know that you bring texts and show them up on the overhead and get a chance to read and think and talk about it. So the one that we're going to start, I get to start a new one with you today, so I'm pretty excited about that. Can you, my friend, with the cute pink head thing, get the light, how you guys work the light? Thank you. That nice headband. Oh, much better. Much better. So we're going to start a new selection today. It's actually an informational text. And if we look at the title together, can you read it with me? How advertising works. And that word advertising jumped out to me as I was a reader of this title. And I'm guessing that you have some ideas or some thoughts in your head about advertising. And so I think we need to call some of those up before we jump into the reading of this text. So when you think about advertising, what do you think about? I'm going to give you a STEM. Advertising is, hands down, when you're thinking. Advertising is. There's no right or wrong. It's just what you think right now at this moment. Advertising is. If you've got an idea, please show me a thumbs up. And I'm told that if I tell you to turn and talk, you'll find right in the area where you're sitting someone to talk to and share that one idea. Advertising is. So in 4, 3, 2, 1, find your talking partner. Make sure nobody's left out. What are you thinking about advertising? One person share, the other person share. Advertising is. That's not.
Like you can go like the letters off their like they're trying to I think some advertising that they just over ad to make sure that those buy. But they're trying to get people to buy it, right? Trying to build more.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I say shared, you say reading. Shared.
Reading.
Shared.
Reading.
Reading. You are starting to get your mind thinking around advertising. I heard people say things like, you want to buy things because of advertising. You can advertise to sell things. What would you guys talk about?
We talked about buying things.
So kind of like our idea. What did you guys talk about?
When we think of advertising, we thought of it like billboards or maybe like a commercial for something.
2 key words. What 2 words did he say? They thought about
A billboard
and commercials. And so there might have been some similar conversation. You guys said billboard, and I continue to look at what's on this cover page of this selection, and this is kind of like a billboard. When I leaned in and listened, some people were talking about gum and chewing gum, and you could have an advertisement, a commercial, a billboard for chewing gum. And so that's what this is. It's done in a cartoon kind of way, but that's a billboard, an advertisement in this city for gum. And so there's a little bit underneath the How Advertising Works title. Can you read that part with me? The Amazing Adventures of the Gob Mom and the Gang from Al. So somehow that has something to do with this advertisement, trying to sell gum. So David Fowler decided, as an author, that he wanted to write this informational text about how advertising works. And I know you guys have done some work before as readers about finding a purpose, a reason for reading. Yeah, you guys are looking right back there. I can determine the purpose of reading. Okay, so I can't see that far back there. We're going up here. Look up here. We're going to change things a little bit. Because Miss Page is old and she didn't have glasses on today. I can find a purpose for reading and analyze if I found the purpose. You've tried this before as readers, and you talked with your teacher about 3 different reasons or purposes that you might read. And one of those was this word. Oops, careful, babe. You know what I'm going to write? Yep. So that's one of those purposes. And today as readers, as we practice this a little more, I can find a purpose. Okay, look at that title again. Read it with me. How advertising works. Mr. Fowler is going to try to inform us. Our reading, our purpose, our reason for reading this piece is to get information or see what he's written to inform us about how it works. And what we're going to find out as we get into this piece of reading is he's going to give us some specific things that he wants to inform us about. And we'll see that here in just a minute. So as we think about as a reader, I have a purpose for reading. We're already starting to think about that it's to inform. We got to think about, did we analyze, did we think about as we're reading if this purpose was met? Did he inform us? Did he give us this information that we need? All right, I can be informed, and I can think about whether or not that purpose for reading was met. So he starts with chapter 1 in how advertising works. And I'm noticing the title of chapter 1 says, can you read it with me? Going behind the ads. Going behind the ads. You know that word advertisement? Ads. Advertise. There's all kind of different ways that the author might say it. If you'll scoot over, babe, I'm going to stand right here so I can kind of keep this in line with our print. So let's start to see the purpose. We already know he's wanting to inform us. The title said how advertising works. So what's he going to tell us? Is he going to do that job? Are we going to get what we need as readers to inform us of how advertising works? Let's see what he says on this part. An advertiser is a company with products or services to sell. Stop and think. That might have been something that you talked about. An advertiser is a company with products or services to sell. An advertising agency is a company that credits the ads that help sell the products or service. And that was creates, not credits. I'm tired. Sorry, let's go back. An advertising agency is a company that creates the ads that help sell the products or services. They make them. They figure them out. They have these great ideas. The media is the place where the ads appear, such as television or magazines. The media. What's media? What's media? What did we find out in this sentence about media? Because that's not a word I use very often. Maybe we should reread it. The media is the place where the ads appear, such as television or magazines. What's media?
Like it's like a media for the advertisement appearing on television.
The author used that word. Or what's another definition for media? Another type of media?
Or magazine.
Yeah, I know your teacher talks about prove it. And when we read this about media, we can prove that we know some examples of media because here's where the author tells us. It's where the ads appear. It's where we can see them. It's where we can hear them. It's where we can read them. And media examples are television or magazines. So we're getting some information. Hold your thought, babe. Advertising is created, read with me, by a combination of companies and people working together to create messages that attract your attention and hopefully convince you to buy. Buy this, buy that. These are cool shoes. This is a great video game. This is a movie you should go to. It's one of the most interesting and exciting businesses you can imagine because it combines art, writing, and business like no other industry. I think it's the funnest business in the world. Now, The purpose is to inform us about how advertising works. And as readers, we're supposed to be thinking about and analyzing, has the author met that purpose? Is he giving us information about advertisements and how they kind of come to be? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Prove it. What did it say in here? Talk to us.
It said that advertising is like showing you, trying to like convince you to buy something.
Say more. Add on to what he's saying.
Well, it's wanting you. It's convincing you and making you want to buy it.
And
It's like persuading you to buy their product.
persuading. What else are we thinking? What else are we thinking? I heard from you. Talk. Here in the front row. What else are we thinking?
To sell stuff.
How do they do that?
By advertising.
Using?
Ads.
Say more.
Ads. Television. Magazines.
And we know another word for television and magazines based on what this author shared with us.
Media.
Nice. I love how you smiled really big when you said it. I know the word media. So in this bit, he's giving us a chance to think about, like, what's the backstory? What's the backstory as a, let's see, who did this work? What language was used? Who did this work? To create the ads? Go back and scan that. Talk to us.
Agents, businesses, and
Come point to where it is up here. Can you come point to it? Can you reach it?
agents and
So what word was right before it? Right before agency? What does it say?
advertising.
So there's this advertising agency, and what else does the author say about it? Because we want to prove that we know what that is as we think about this author informing us. Keep going. Keep reading. Keep reading what it says there. An advertising agency is,
A company that creates
it makes them, it creates them. To sell products, tennis shoes, video games, bubble gum,
grills.
or
Soda.
services.
Oh.
Mowing the yard, cleaning the house, raking the leaves, cleaning the carpet, repairing the roof, fixing a flat tire on your car, your parents' car. What are you thinking?
Like the Don Miller.
Okay.
Don
Miller. If we went behind the ads, we could find out that advertising agency and how that team worked together, because his advertising worked. You knew it. You called it up. What are you thinking?
Well, no, I have a connection. Like this morning, I saw this commercial. It said like this vacuum cleaner can do anything, like clean your house and stuff.
Could y'all hear what she said? Can you repeat what she said?
I couldn't hear.
So ask her, say, could you please say that one more time?
Can you please repeat that?
So like this morning, I saw in this commercial.